My name is Angel Cook, and I'm speaking against House Bill 1549, essentially Section 7. Many of you today know my family's 2-year Texas nightmare as we testified at the Sunset Committee hearing in June of 2014. But for the few that don't, I'm the mother to 8 Texas children, 2 in which I adopted from the very abusive situation. 4 years ago this week, on March 22nd, 2013, my life was forever changed when my adopted son passed away. On the day of his death, I was falsely accused by Texas social workers of starving and abusing my son, and my 7 children were removed and placed in the state's custody. We were forced through hell, even though our son's autopsy showed no signs of abuse and no signs of neglect, and showed he had food and water in every part of his system. After 9 months, we learned our son was reactive with the HIV antibody due to his prior abuse before our care. All charges were dropped against us, and we were cleared in his death. Sadly, while fighting for our innocence, our 7 children became victims of abuse while in state's custody. Throughout our investigation, our caseworkers wrote more than 50 allegations of abuse and neglect against us. And thankfully, after exhausting over $200,000 in our case, we became the first family in the state of Texas that was able to have over 46 false allegations of abuse and neglect overturned. But to this day, although we won the return of our kids and were cleared by a court, a medical examiner, and a district attorney's office, we still remain on this child abuse registry. As you know, House Bill 1549 references this very child abuse registry, which currently has more than 500,000 people already on the list. This registry was meant to collect the names of abusers in order to keep children safe, but over time, this registry has turned the lives of many innocent families like mine upside down, as we are caught in the crosshairs of a system that brands us for life with little recourse to fix the problem, even after being found innocent in a court of law. House Bill 1549 has the ability to further the harm this child abuse registry has already caused thousands of innocent families like mine, as it has the ability to list us as risk, all because we had a prior CPS investigation. House Bill 1549 goes even farther by allowing invasive unwarranted home visits by social services, which robs parents of their Fourth Amendment rights. My family endured 6 months of these unwarranted visits by the very caseworkers who knew my kids were being sexually assaulted in state's care and did nothing to save them. And to this day, 3 years later, my children and I still tremble in fear when a knock comes to our door. We still have nightmares, and my kids still cry themselves to sleep, fearing that caseworkers will come and remove them once again. The damage that these invasive in-home visits cause my family is everlasting, and something no family should ever have to endure if they won their case and their children were returned. House Bill 1549 will rob my kids and many others of the progress they have made since being removed. Today, I ask that you keep in mind Governor Greg Abbott's state address when he stated that the primary goal of government is to keep its citizens safe and secure in Texas, and how he went on to note that we must also remain vigilant in protecting parental rights. Please consider the harm that this bill can cause innocent families who remain on the child abuse registry, and please consider how this bill will further the stress of overworked, underpaid caseworkers already swamped with their casework. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your testimony. Members, any questions? Okay. Representative Swanson.
Yes. Hi, Angel. Thank you so much for coming. I have kept up with your case fairly well over the last few years, and I just want to say I'm so sorry for what CPS and the system put you through, and for the extreme abuse that your children went through while they were in foster care. And I know that it's ongoing, and hope that you can get justice for your family.
Thank you.